Okay, 11 p.m., you are lying in bed, phone in hand, doing absolutely nothing useful, as always. And then, out of nowhere, your feed shows you something. Some 22-year-old just raised $2 million for their startup. 2 million. And you just lie there, staring at the ceiling for a second. Because you are also 22, or 20, or 19, doesn't matter. Point is, same age, same planet, same 24 hours in a day. And still, you feel behind. Behind what though? Like, behind what exactly? There is no scoreboard anywhere, no referee. Nobody handed you a schedule when you were born. And yet somehow, every single night, you manage to lose. How does that even happen? That is actually what this video is about. Okay, so here is a number for you. 83%. That is how many young people globally feel pressure to hit life milestones. Not an Indian thing, not an American thing. 83%. Everywhere. Which means, statistically, most people watching this right now are quietly panicking in the exact same way you are. Just not saying it out loud. While also scrolling at 11 p.m. So where does this actually come from? Because nobody is born feeling behind. A 5-year-old is not lying awake at night because their classmate already has a retirement account. That is not how children work. So, something installed this in you. Something taught you that life has a schedule, a fixed sequence of events. And if you miss one, you are already falling behind. Two things did this to you, and I want to explain both. The first one is your parents. Now, before you call them, they meant well, genuinely. But your parents grew up in a world that actually had a script. Finish school, get a job, settle down, retire. That script worked for them in that era. So when they handed it to you, they genuinely thought they were helping. They gave you a treasure map. Except the treasure is buried in 1995. The second thing here, and this one is actually worse, is the algorithm. See, your parents' version of comparison had one saving grace. You could only compare yourself to people you actually knew. Your neighbor, your cousin, maybe 20 people total to feel bad about. Manageable. But now, the algorithm is literally serving you the top 0.01% of the entire planet, every single day, without asking. The 20-year-old with the startup, the 23-year-old with the passive income and the penthouse and the completely unbothered face, the 19-year-old who is, for some reason, already a keynote speaker. And your brain, your poor, confused brain, does not know it is being shown highlights. It just thinks this is what people your age look like now. And then it looks at you. That is the trap. You are not comparing yourself to a real person. You are comparing your entire life to a curated, algorithm-selected, monetized illusion of a person. And losing that comparison every night for free. Now at this point, you are probably thinking, okay, fine, I get it. Just delete social media. Problem solved, starting Monday. And look, yes, technically, you could just log off forever, move somewhere remote, start a farm, name your chickens after your anxiety triggers. The feeling of being behind would probably go away. I am not going to pretend that is wrong. But here is the thing. Social media is just the delivery system. The feeling itself is older than your phone. And it lives in something much harder to delete. The real problem is this. Somewhere along the way, you accepted someone else's definition of success, and then you measured your entire life against it, without ever once asking who actually made the deadline. Think about it. Who decided 25 is when you should have it figured out? Nobody calculated that. Nobody ran the numbers. Your parents got that idea from their parents, who got it from their parents. It has been passed down like a family recipe that nobody remembers inventing. and everyone is just eating it without questioning what is in it. So you are running as fast as you can, against a clock nobody set, on a track nobody drew, toward a finish line nobody can actually describe, and somehow still losing. Impressive, honestly. So, what do we actually do about this? And no, I am not going to tell you to journal about it, or make a vision board, or write down 5 things you are grateful for. That is not this channel. 3 things, practical ones. First, every time you see someone online who makes you feel behind, ask yourself one honest question. Do I actually want their specific life? Not success in general, their specific life, their industry, their city, their daily routine, the thing they quietly gave up to get there. Most of the time, if you actually sit with that question, the answer is no. You just wanted the outcome, not the path that built it. And that is not jealousy. That is just a brain that saw a highlight and forgot there was an entire story behind it. Second, set a 1-year target, not a life plan, not a 5-year vision board. Just 1 year, one specific thing, a skill you built, a project you shipped, a client you got, anything you can actually point to and say, I did this. And then measure yourself only against that, not against some stranger on the internet who has a different life, different resources, and a very good ring light. Third, and this is the one nobody wants to hear. The people making you feel behind, most of them feel the exact same thing. The 22-year-old with the startup is comparing himself to the 20-year-old who already exited. The 20-year-old who already exited is comparing himself to someone else. It goes all the way up. Comparison does not stop when you win. It just finds a new person to lose to. There is no top of this ladder. Nobody is sitting somewhere feeling completely caught up. Everyone is just at a different stage of the same quiet panic, which is honestly kind of comforting if you think about it. There will be a night, probably tonight actually, where you open your phone, see something, and feel that quiet panic again. That voice that says, you are falling behind. You are running out of time. Everyone has it figured out except you. That voice is lying. It is also statistically incorrect because 83% of people your age feel the exact same thing at the exact same time, including, almost certainly, the person whose post just made you feel bad. You are not behind. You are just early to the version of your life that actually belongs to you, which has no deadline, because you are the one who sets it. And honestly, if you watched this whole thing, I do not know what to tell you. The kind of person who sits with this question long enough to get to the end of a video about it is usually the kind of person who eventually figures it out. You are going to be fine. Subscribe.